All right, welcome to VTM. Here is your vape vending machine. We are going to unbox it. Well, I don't recommend a bread knife, but sure. Go ahead and take your bread knife and unbox the machine. And there should be some nice foam packed, and then there's some hardware in it. And in the hardware, you're gonna see your high gain Wi-Fi antenna and some hardware, which I don't recommend you using, and we could talk about that in the future. Go ahead, put the high gain Wi-Fi antenna on the table, and go ahead and tilt the machine. Okay. Your machine will come in a plastic wrap with some foam. And you do not need 100 people on the machine, but we are fortunate to have some extra personnel with us today. And there we go, voila. Okay, very good. Slide the machine over and you will locate your yellow bag that is hanging off the cord. Open that up and you should see 4 keys. While he's doing that, you will see the bracket. And that bracket comes off and is used for your wall mount installation. There are your 4 keys. The keys are going to be the same for top and bottom. You're gonna open it like this. But we are going to open the machine and we're gonna notice a few different things. We're gonna notice that this is a slim wall, which is 10 aisles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10. They are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down to 10. They are zip tied on. Do not run your motors with the zip ties on. We are going to cut these zip ties off. Here we're gonna cut off our zip ties. Okay. So now we took off the zip ties. And we're gonna take out the scraps. You can see here that your aisle trays slide out. And you can see here there's a magnet, which makes them sit nicely in there. Do not pull your tray all the way. Yes, there is some slack on the wires, but if you could just put it here, it's a little less tension. Here you can see that all our coils are nicely secured to the motors. In the event one fell off during shipping, you can see this slot. And behind the motors is a spring. You are going to rotate that slot to the 6 o'clock position. It'll lock back in place. Push the coil with a little pressure in, and you will turn it counterclockwise. From there, you will line up that notch, and now you can remove your coil. In the event you need to change the coil or put it back on, you will slide the coil over the top. You will gently pull it down. You will line up the notch with that slot. You will put a little pressure in, and now you will turn clockwise and it should click. Now your coil is ready to go. You will notice that this part of the coil is on the outside. In the event in shipping, it got compressed and it was like this on the inside. It would not stay on or attached to that motor well. You want that popped out to the outside, which is how they should all be. Once again, put this coil back on. It's on the 6 o'clock position by adjusting this here. I will slide this over the top. I will line it up. I will push in. And I'll turn it clockwise. To remove it, same thing. Push a little in, turn it counterclockwise until the notch lines up with the slot, and then you slowly just pull it up and out. Through the components of the machine. We talked about the motors, we talked about the coils. Here we got our power supply. Here you have your light sensor. Here you have your anti-theft plate. Here's your Nayax card reader. Here's an adapter if you need to connect it to Ethernet, which you should never have to do. Here is your IMEI number, or what we call our machine serial number. And here on the Nayax card reader is your Nayax serial number. If you're wondering what this is a bill acceptor, which we do not recommend because 99% of people prefer cashless. For the sake of this video, I chose to include the bill acceptor because everything else is the same, and that way we could go through a bill acceptor training video. Note, this bill acceptor does not have a stacker. The money will just fly in and sit here in this tray. Here we have a USB, very rarely, but if we needed to download software because the version you have is outdated and we cannot get the machine online for whatever reason, and we asked you to insert a USB, it would go here. So now we went over the components of the machine and we talked about the high gain Wi-Fi antenna. If you look inside the machine, there's a couple antenna mounts. And there's 3 holes on top. The one that's the biggest mount, which is here in the back, it'll say Wi-Fi antenna. And we're gonna line that up, which it should be pretty close. We're gonna screw that on clockwise, nice and tight. And then we will take our Nayax antenna, which is also in the bag, and we will screw that on where it says card reader antenna. Now we will plug in the machine. As you can see, nothing happened. Why? The power supply is not on. So let's turn on the power supply. And now it'll turn on. So there's your power supply troubleshooting video. In other words, we want to make sure that the plug is pushed in, that this switch is up, that our 2 antennas are on, and then we can plug in our machine. You'll see the machine light up because there's nice LED lights on the inside so that if you're in a bar, you could load your product easily. And when the machine comes on, it'll automatically come with a nice welcome screen that says Buy Vapes here. And you will see that it displays 2 things. It'll display your machine number and the device name. This device name is named Jordan Brown, which is my name, and it's a test unit. And the machine number, which ends in 0009, is the same number that we talked about earlier. So here you can see some vapes popped up, some banners popped up. So what we are going to do is we are going to take our finger and we're going to swipe it up, and we're going to see this circle. We're going to go into our settings. Notice that this is an Android computer. We're going to go to network and internet. We're going to turn our Wi-Fi on. We're going to see a list of networks that come up. We're going to connect to Wi-Fi. You'll notice that the Ethernet should be disabled. In this case, it's enabled. So we're going to disable the Ethernet because we're using Wi-Fi. In the event you want it to hard line, we'll use a wireless modem, and we're connecting to that Ethernet port. Then you would not have this Wi-Fi antenna on. And when you went into settings, your Wi-Fi would actually be turned off and your Ethernet would be enabled. This video is connecting to Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi on, Ethernet off. No Ethernet cable needs to be plugged in. All we need is our high gain Wi-Fi antenna that came with the machine. From here you see that there's no product information because we never set up our aisle configuration. So now that our machine is on Wi-Fi, we've checked that our coils are attached to the motor. We went through some hardware components. We put our Nayax antenna on, and we hit these 3 buttons and went to terminal info, and we see an RSSI of 29. In other words, anything but a 99 shows that your card reader is connected to the cell network. As long as it does not display 29, we're live. You can see the ID number, which is your Nayax serial number, which ends in 650, which is the same serial number that I showed you here. Okay, now that we set up our machine and connected it to Wi-Fi, we are gonna look at our onboarding email. And I see here that we have a username and a password. So we are going to go into vtm.vapevendingsoftware.com. We're going to type in the username. It's all lowercase. And then we are going to type in our password, which is case sensitive. We're going to accept, hit OK. And now we will go into our products. You will see that there's a master product library with hundreds, if not thousands, of images and vapes. We're going to decide what we want, and we're going to obtain them. And hit confirm. We'll put our internal cost price in, which has no functionality other than to calculate your internal costs. And we will do that on several products. So here we obtained some products. If we want to add a new product, we will go into product list. We will hit add. We will type in our product, and we'll add our picture. To add a picture, the best way to do it is go to Google, type in our product, go to images, find the product with the box, go to a cropping or a snipping tool, and tightly crop the image so there's not a lot of white space. Save the image as a PNG, and now upload the image like that and hit confirm, and now that's an option. We're going to go to our machines. You will see the machine number ending in 0009, which is that IMEI serial number of the machine, which is on the inside of the door. I will go into aisle goods. I will now select my products. I can type as well, and it'll populate. If you want to take a shortcut, you could do 1. Age restriction 21. I recommend putting, even if you're not using age verification. Maximum inventory and current stock, and I want to be alerted when that one gets to 2. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit copy. I'm going to hit one-click paste. It's going to make every aisle the same. And now I simply just select my other vapes and change some prices and hit confirm. If I need to enable a bill acceptor, I would just want to change this to yes and change that to BB20 and hit confirm. But as default, it'll already configure to the card reader that you have. So now that we configured our aisle goods, we'll walk over to the machine and now we will touch the screen. And now you'll see there's our mobile juice, there's our Geek X's, everything else looks good. And now we're ready to do a transaction. Let's go into the admin by putting our finger here. Let's type in our password, which is capital V A P E T capital M. It was VTM capital V Vape space capital T capital M. Each aisle on the software. You can also change the count here, right? If you want. That's the current count, not the add amount. So if you have 5, you're at 1, 2, 6. Go ahead and hit debug. And you'll see that it tested the motor. And if you want to test every single aisle, you can hit debug here and it'll go one by one, which will be a separate video. But for now, we want to go to equipment configuration. We want to toggle the navigation bar to on and then toggle it back off. Make sure you toggle it on and then off. Hit submit. You can hit back and now you will see that no customer could get into the settings. Now we are ready to do a live transaction.
All these Geek bars, $25, $35, get them for 8 to 9. Touch here to buy. Apple Pay, boom, successfully paid. Out comes a Geek bar. Put this in a nightclub, college bar. $3 to $6 grand a month all day long.